So I'm busy knocking the nails in the felt in the roof above, and I felt everything go really slack, and this has happened. Good morning. The shed's arrived. Arrived a day early, arrived at an unearthly hour this morning. I was expecting it to come completely in bits, but it's in panels, so the job, I say, shouldn't be that difficult. I can make any job difficult. Yeah, I've got some instructions. They seem pretty straightforward. I don't think I'm going to have any problems. The base, the rest of the base that DPD didn't deliver yesterday has arrived this morning, so I've put that down. I'll show you a picture of that. So I'm just ready to get going to build my new shed. So here we go then. First nails knocked in. It doesn't actually say how close you should have this first piece of wood to the edge, but I don't think it should be right at the very edge. So I'm going to give it half an inch or so. We should be alright with that. Well, I've got one corner in. I think it's right. It looks right. I want him to read instructions. I don't read instructions. And there's a possibility it's going to rain. I don't have any luck at all. But I've got a bit of a shed. Only a bit of one. Notice that roof panel I'm putting on is actually on wrong. That panel I've got in my hand should be the other side, and the other side should be at this side, because you'll notice there's a little gap in the wood that runs around the edge of it. I couldn't understand what that was for at first, but then I realised to screw them two panels that are on each side of the thin panel that runs down the middle, to screw them to the middle panel you need them pieces of wood on. So as you can see, I've realised what my error was, and I've swapped them over, and now I'm just fastening the whole roof onto the framework.
So we got most of it up. I've just got the doors to do now. I shall finish them tomorrow. Been doing it for about 7 hours. It was all going really well until I was nailing the felt onto the roof, and then I think I said earlier on, as I'm nailing down onto to nail the felt onto the roof, these beams, which I don't think you can see, the beams that go across, they came down, and they're only nailed in, which I think is pretty poor. So I had to take all the nails out because I'd filtered it at the back. I couldn't take it out, so I took all the nails out, and I've actually screwed these in, and I've screwed them into the frame as well, which has made it a lot stronger. I'll tell you one thing I noticed though: the felt that I put on the roof, that stuff's lethal. It's cut my hands to shreds. It is like sandpaper. I was wearing gloves for the most part, and then I took them off to do the roof, and it wasn't until I'd done quite a lot of it I realised how I was getting cut. Majority of it's up. I'll get up in the morning and attempt to put some doors on. Morning again. So we came back this morning after we left off last night. I'd had enough last night. And I fitted the doors, and the doors were relatively easy to fit. I thought they were going to be the most difficult bit, but I mean, none of it's really been difficult apart from that roof where I had the episode with the beams, which I've obviously fixed. What have you found? Yeah. So next thing is I think we're probably going to spray it. I wanted to spray it an obscure colour, as I said yesterday, but that's not going to happen. So probably a natural colour. It needs some protection now. I think the wood is protected already, but I'd like to give it another coat of something. Plus also it's to bring the colour out a bit more, because we're also going to do the fence at some point. So maybe a similar colour. Just need a padlock on it now, and I'll get the few bits and pieces I've got in the other shed, and we can move the other shed up there. Get ready for that. My digger man's not going to be on next week, so I can probably go and get some paint this weekend and start painting it, spraying it, whichever we're going to do. But it's taken me a day and a couple of hours, hour and a half this morning. Not that long to build a shed. It has come in panels, so it did make it a lot easier. It's quite a sturdy shed, so I'm happy. The doors don't look totally square. I mean, some of the wood that they supplied is bent. It's one of the fascia panels around the side. It's like a banana. Yes, but I've put it at that side so you can't see it. I'm not entirely sure whether this door frame is completely square, because you can see there's probably a larger gap at one side than there is at the other. But I'm pretty happy with it. It's only going to be garden stuff in it, and paints and weed killers and things like that. So I'm pretty happy.